Well, besides your waistline, here's another reason to avoid snacking in the middle of the night. It might be prematurely aging you. In fact, a new study suggests that eating at abnormal times can even leave your skin vulnerable to the sun's radiation. Joining us now is Dr. Richard Chaffoo to explain a little bit more about this study. I mean, first we need to kind of explain how this study was done and what actually happened. I'm so curious how eating at weird hours can affect your skin.
It's fascinating, Misha. There was a study that was actually done on mice, and mice, as we know, are nocturnal animals. They eat at night, and what researchers did was they actually decided to feed the mice during the daytime, so reverse their feeding schedule. And what they then did is expose these mice to ultraviolet B radiation, same radiation that we all get every day when we go outside, and they found that there was much more damage to the skin in those mice that actually ate during their time they shouldn't be eating, in other words, during the daytime, and another group of mice that were fed during the normal time, exposed to the same amount of ultraviolet B radiation, had much less skin damage.
So what did the study find? What is the link there?
So the link is thought to be, Misha, that there's something about changing the circadian rhythm. You know, we know that certainly it seems to be that there's an alteration or an effect that occurs in one of the enzymes that protects the skin and repairs the skin from ultraviolet radiation. And that enzyme seemed to be somewhat diminished or attenuated or reduced if you change the eating schedule. And so if you change the eating schedule, the thought is you're changing the circadian rhythm and you're affecting the skin. You know, researchers already know that there are effects that occur with changes in circadian rhythm to the liver, but this is the first study that's actually looked at it for the skin, which is the largest organ in the body.
It's incredible because you would think it would be about the food instead. So I guess then, let's say someone has they work odd hours, is there a good time when you can get away with snacking at night or at weird hours?
Well, I think the important thing to remember, Misha, is that it's a preliminary study in mice, not in humans, so we have to be careful to extrapolate,
Sure.
but certainly you know, eating late at night, researchers have also shown from UCLA and also Penn that if you snack late at night, it can actually interfere with your ability to have attentiveness. Memory deficits were shown. Groups of people, they looked at two study groups. One was a group of people that were sleep deprived that were able to snack all the time, and a group that were sleep deprived that were not allowed to eat, that were fasting. And the fasting group actually had better memory, short-term memory, better attention, and were able to have quicker reaction time. So clearly there is an association between eating and the effects that occur on the brain or the memory. So you're better off trying to eat during the normal waking hour, you know, during the light time. But at night, late at night, you know, the other factor that I always tell patients, if you're eating late at night, you're going to go to sleep, you're going to burn fewer calories, you're going to unfortunately keep more of those on you. So eat during the daytime, you know, make your last meal at dinner time, and really try to avoid that late night snacking.
You're reading my mind. I was just sitting here thinking it all just becomes full circle. Eat when you're supposed to, go to sleep when you're supposed to, don't snack. Exactly. All right, Dr. Chaffoo, thank you so much. So great to talk with you.
Good to see you.